Come on now. Anybody could have got one of my kilts and stuffed it up the furnace. So you guys are gonna have a lynching party, hey? Well, I'm a real light sleeper, Kentucky. Yeah, I have to put an end to you on general principles. But you know what? I'm not wasting any of this good stuff on blowing up the camp. You know? It's way too good for that kind of thing. I'm just gonna sit here and wait here for a while. See what happens. Because I don't know. Because it's different from us, see? Because it's from outer space. What do you want from me? Ask him. Hey folks! Kilt-Man here. Kilt McCready. At your Antarctic, wind-blown, snow-frosted service. How are you all? Hope you're doing very, very well. Right, let's get rid of this malarkey for the time being. Because it's way too hot for this kind of gear. But why are we here? Why have I summoned you all here tonight? Well, we have another mystery unboxing to do. From, yes, you know him, you love him. But some of you know him as Michael, but many of us know him as Astradyne. And Astradyne has been up to his usual bizarre tricks of packing a rather hefty crate of stuff and sending it down here to Outpost 31 for yours truly to open up, discuss and be wowed about. Now, the reason why that's playing and the reason why I'm wearing McCready's hat and McCready's jacket and his snow goggles and drinking some J&B is because maybe it's a red herring, I don't know. Because let's face it, John Carpenter's movie is full of red herrings as to who might be the thing. But on this rather extravagantly packed box here, with that incredible, like last time, if you look there, thermoscientific. What's that about? But look next to it, Outpost 31, and as in Antarctica. And then further round on this other side, we have another little veiled hint. Why not the thing? Can you see it there? Can you see now? Why not the thing? Why not indeed? Now, maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. It's happened before. Let's be honest, it's happened before. And it's addressed to Kilt-Man. So it's definitely not going to Kurt Russell. It's coming to this guy here. But if they genuinely are hints as to what might lurk within, well, we have the music. We have an extraterrestrial shapeshifter here. I'd choose a better body than that if I were you. We have lots of weird acoustic sound effects in the background. And we have a ski and do. So we're going to do our utmost to dig into this. I'm going to have to take this off because, you know what? It's incredibly hot wearing that hat. I've done cosplay. I've been to Comic-Con as McCready with dynamite all over me, with petri dishes of, blood and Palmer's name on it, and little bits of wire, and, it does look great. Do not get me wrong. And the full flight suit and the boots and the flamethrower. But my God, if it genuinely isn't like 83 degrees below, then you are sweating. I can guarantee it. So, without further ado, let's use the ski and do and see what Astradyne has delivered this time. And is it thing related? Is it? Am I completely wrong? Because as you guys know, unless there's clues given, I genuinely do not have any idea what's inside the box. And that's part of the fun, of course. Now, ordinarily, I would unbox this in much better lighting circumstances, but it's late and I've already had this for a day. But I've been a busy old boy lately, and literally all I've wanted to do is open this box, but circumstances have conspired against me, and I don't want to wait any longer because it'd be another full day before I could actually get to grips with it. Once again, we are in the realm of the Astradyne bubble wrap. Now this box does weigh a little bit, so I'll show you a little bit of what's under here, what's lurking in here. Can you see this? Look. We have lots and lots of, oh hello, bubble wrap and enormous amounts of goodies. He doesn't know when to stop, does he? He hasn't got a clue. He's doing an absolute clear out. He's going into people's houses and he's robbing them blind and sending all the merchandise to me. I've become unwittingly a fence for stolen goods. Let's have a look here. Oh, hello. Right. Amicus, House of Horror. 1 and 2. So what is this? Amicus, House of Horror 1 and 2. Amicus, House of Horror Part 2. What is that? I mean, I've got Amicus, portmanteau movies. But what's that exactly? Well, we haven't got time to, delay. Oh, Ray Harryhausen, special effects documentary. Game of Werewolves. That's intriguing. Oh, John Fox, Lewis Gordon. We're talking vintage synth. John Fox again. 21st century, a man, a woman, and a city. And a Kentucky. Very nice, very nice. Oh yeah, very nice indeed. I'm not giving short thrift or anything here. It's just there's going to be so much to get through. And that's one thing that Astradyne does. He manages to jam-pack a box full of goodies. Oh wow, yeah, The Shout. Absolute classic movie there, The Shout. And Puppet Master the Third Reich. Pterodactyl. Crawl or Die. These are great little movies. The Time Travelers and Fantastic Planet. Yeah, awesome stuff. The Hero and the Terror. And the Immortal. The Hero and the Terror. Is that the Chuck Norris movie? The Hero and the Terror. It must be. It must be. Let's just check inside. And we've got Christopher George there for the Immortal. Yeah, it's Chuck Norris. There he is. The man, the mullet, the double denim. That is the Chuckster. I'm gonna get you, sucker. Animals are beautiful people. You have really had a big clear out. Man Bites Dog. Man Bites Dog. And the Night Train Murders and brilliant Giallo. Man Bites Dog. That black and white Belgian story, mock documentary of a hitman going about his daily business. And he looks just like the guy who sang, the guy Black from Merseyside, who sang, oh God, what did he sing in the 80s? Wonderful, wonderful world. Da, 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 da. He looks just like him, and yet he's a really savage, and yet very charismatic hitman. Diabolic, yeah, and The Naked Prey. Ooh, you've picked some, you've gone right across the gamut here, haven't you? Well, I don't know what the hell this is. Oh, I do know what this is. The Bogeyman. Yeah, the old VHS video nasty classic. Yes. The priest with his gashed head. Uli Lamel, isn't it, who made this? And the Boogeyman 2 was just pretty much all the footage from this, with a really naff bookend story to it. Ultravox. Some more VHS. It is VHS, isn't it? It is VHS indeed. Remember these, folks? Look at these. Those glorious days. And these big, proper, like, on a bookshelf, these look great. These great, big, chunky boxes. Boxes of glory. I used to love the tagline for CBS Fox. Used to advertise their movies, movies in a box from CBS Fox. I used to love it. We've got some Doctor Who as well. Oh wow, yeah. This is more than 30 years in the TARDIS. Dozens of classic clips featuring all 7 Doctors, well, up until that point, plus rare archive footage, interviews and much, much more. A fascinating documentary of over 3 decades of time travel. And that's a beauty, that. And also, look at that. Patrick Troughton, the enemy of the world. And do you know what? I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that one. So that is definitely going to get watched very, very soon. Is this one of the Is this one of the ones where they put animated versions in of episodes that have gone missing? Possibly, possibly. We'll come on to that in a second. There's a blancmange. There's a hell of a lot more. God. Blancmange, what's that? Blancmange again. Blancmange and blancmange. A lot of blancmange. I like blancmange. I do need to do a couple of videos on their stuff actually, because their music is incredible. And one song in particular, which really deserves a lot more credit than it gets, which is Waves. I will cover that. I've threatened to in the past, I will do so. The Penguin Cafe Orchestra. Finger bobs. Vintage TV, vintage kids TV. Very disturbing when you think about it. Pure pedo TV. No. But this was like, they put like puppets on their fingers and created characters out of it. And you know, the Finger Bobs theme was quite, well, trend-setting. Enoch Makes the Wheel, drawing on Stones. Enoch's Wheel 2, Gulliver's theme. Flash played a guitar. You see, Finger Bobs, that's the mouse. Is that Flash? Is that Flash? No, Flash was a tortoise, wasn't he? Yeah, a little touch of irony, if you like that sort of thing. Cluster, Kraftwerk. The Penguin Cafe Orchestra. Cluster. Who was Cluster? Astradyne sitting there going, "Oh, Kilty! I told you who they were. You're older than me, you should know these things." I'm not looking at that just yet. That looks very interesting. What have we got here? Little bags of stuff. You got me there, didn't you? An empty envelope. Ooh, oh. Say cheese. Look at that. That's nice, isn't it? There's oh, I do believe he's written me a love letter. He has. This is some Astradyne's fiction here. Look at that. That's very well written there. Like I know it's lined paper, but you know, I couldn't write along the lines like that. I was going all over the show like this. Like I was jumping over, you know, a minefield, being chased by big tarantulas at the time. And this is from 1991, October 1991. And he's done it. This is done in the style of entries, like a journal. Like maybe, is it a logbook? Because the Borg is mentioned there. Captain's log. Well, I look forward to reading that, my friend. And what have we got here? Something else that I can't quite read. Because it's all in foreign. Harmonia Deluxe. Again, you know, it's a voyage of discovery. We have some great, fantastic magazines. Electronic Sounds. And these have loads of great interviews in them. And little receipts from W.H. Smith's. And albums. Albums of the week. And stuff about people who were creating wacky sounds and being really innovative at the time. Devo Suicide, Talking Heads and Blondie. Look at this. Sorry folks, you know, allow me to just indulge. Nice artwork as well. Yeah. Great interviews. You can have some of this, don't worry. You're sitting there going, oh, what about me? What about me? What about you? What do you bring to the table? Barbara Strachey's Journey to Frodo. Now this is lovely. An atlas of J.R.R. Tolkien's The Lord of the Rings. There'll be some wonderful, wonderful artwork in here. Let's have a little look at this. You cannot beat the fantasy artwork. Look, from the 50s, 60s, 70s particularly, and the early 80s. An absolute riot of you know, artistic invention. A real flair for dramatic illustration. And it's just maps. It is literally just maps of all the areas we know and love. Lorien, the tunnels of Moria, the East Road, Weathertop, yeah, Mordor, yeah. Well, that wasn't quite what I thought it was going to be. Now, what else have we got? Ah, our two friends from OMD. That wasn't the J&B. That's the J&B. Let's just slide that round slightly there. Get a little bit more comfortable. Because I'm getting pins and needles in my leg. Synth Pop Special Edition Volume 2. Oh, see, this is the sort of thing. I remember like smash hits when I was a kid. You know, in my teens. Here's OMD. There we are. That's pretty much how they look now. And you get all the lyrics to the songs and the charts, new romantic stuff, all the pop ditties during the 80s, and the great pictures of the mullets and the hairdos, and you'd be trying to do your hair like that, trying to get the highlights just like that. You'd be taking the pictures out of magazines and going into, you know, the barbers or the hairdressers and saying, I want to look like that. And they go like, look, this is a brush, not a fucking magic wand, mate. These are clippers. And of course, now most of them who had fantastic mullets now are bald and have little hats on their heads to try and hide it. I thought that was Nick Kershaw for a second there. It's Thomas Dolby. Thomas Dolby used to live in Liverpool. I have a friend who kicked his apartment door down one time to tell him to turn the noise down. True story. Apparently. Loads more stuff. Good God, sir. This is... it's endless. You must have so much fun packing all this. What the hell is this? We have a poster, folks. This could be quite... If this is... Astradyne, if this is you in the nude. Human League. Oh. From one of the more modern tours. What year was this? November 25th, 2018. Used to really, really fancy hair. When she was a lot younger and a lot slimmer. The slinky black dresses and the, you know, black tights and the stilettos. We won't get that back in there just yet. What have we got here? Welsh prog rock, Magenta, formed in 1999, still active today. Something worth investigating there. Something Celtic, you know, Rage Against the System, and something for Mrs Kilt-Man. Argent for Mrs Kilt-Man. Let's just see. It looks like there's a bunch of CDs in there. And that's for Mrs Kilt-Man. Smiley face. Won't tell her. I'll just keep that between you and me. She deserves nothing. What have we got here? The zombies. Oh. All the singles. Odyssey and Oracle and the Lost Album. And a lovely, lovely booklet. A glossy booklet. The zombies. In the studio rare and unissued. And live on the BBC. You sure you want to part with all this stuff? You know, there's a huge, these are proper collections you've got here. To Mrs Kilt-Man from Astradyne, Mike. Lay down with the strobes. She's just in the other room. She's hearing Mrs Kilt-Man and she's going, what? What's happening there? Ooh, someone else sent me something. Cheers, mate. It keeps you out of mischief, albeit briefly. Marillion. Oh, look at this. The complete story. There you go. Marillion. It's one of those where half of it's upside down. No. It's all upside down unless you open it from that way round. Ooh. I'm liking it. If I wore trousers, you know, I'd have something like that. I would. Where are we now? Where are we up to now? Well, there's this, which I'm not sure what that. Hang on a minute. Oh. Look at that. Oh man, can you see that? We have a xenomorph floating in his own little stasis chamber. That's beautiful, that. Look at it, can you see that? I should have been playing Jerry Goldsmith's Alien score, shouldn't I? See, I did. I fell for those red herrings, didn't I? Does this actually open, I wonder? Probably best not to chance it. Xenomorph Warrior. This is limited as well. Are you sure you want to part with these things? Oh, but today it's from Aliens, this one actually. Specimen Sculpture Collection. Who's done this? Hang on a minute, this does things. You put batteries in it, folks, and it does things. What does it do? I presume it lights up. I presume. That's going to be... Oh, I wish I could... We got a new Tani. Where's the button that turns it on? Just in case he has put batteries in it. It's not that, is it? Where's the on? Sorry folks, I'm just trying to ascertain if this is going to suddenly come on. Oh. Well folks, you can see what a complete doofus Kilt-Man really is, but look at that. And it does kind of suit the Thing soundtrack at the moment. Whoa. Look at him. Oh, that's spectacularly eerie, that, isn't it? That's great. And that's going to look great on the bar as well. That's going to look superb up there. As you may notice, we've got an overhead light on here, but when I put the proper lights on the bar, which you can just about see there, it does look quite, you know, friendly and accommodating. You know, for those of you trying to avoid werewolves out on the moors out there, if you want to play darts over there. But there's no food here. No one brought them here. No one wanted them here. Look at that. That's fabulous, that. I do love it. If you look, don't know if you can see the detail on it as well. Pure, you know, Geiger details on that. Which of course, you know, in Aliens, it was Stan Winston who devised the suits, the costumes, but they were obviously clearly massively evolved from what Geiger's original designs were. So wow, there's another huge box of bounty. Now, forgive me for doing this because I never can tell if he's hidden something else in there. But have I missed a clue? Or was that really just to, you know, make me put on the Thing soundtrack and get dressed as MacReady? Lock him in the tool shed. I mean, trusts are hard thing to come by these days. Wait, just trust in the Lord. Outpost 31, Antarctica. He's laughing now because he's going, ha ha ha, got you, Kilty. You soft bastard. But that is another bumper crop of incredible stuff. You know, spanning everything. Music, primarily, fantasy, horror, and your own literature. Now, mate, you've written that. That's your handwriting. I presume you have copies of this, but that's your original there. I'm going to read this, and I'm going to report back to all of you about Astradyne's incredible fiction. If only my handwriting was as good as that. The Borg's infernal dungeons. Sorry, I was getting a bit carried away there. But this is another incredible box full of bounty. Folks, I love this sort of thing. I love the mystery surrounding what's in these packages. I haven't got a clue. At some point, you know, maybe like Erica Eleniak was going to burst out of it like she does out of the birthday cake in Under Siege. Well, I can live in hope, can't I? You know? But no, I do love it, and I really do appreciate it. There's been a dearth of late of unboxings. I know, because a lot of things are conspiring against us at the moment. Well, we won't go into the global issue, you know, obviously, but masks are on the way. Masks are, well, they're not on the way to me just yet, but they're on the way into the country, and then they'll be on the way to me, and you guys will see them. So, you know, fret not, you know, latex lovers, you know, it's coming, and there's some other stuff that's on the way, but it's been one of those little periods of just like the doldrums, really. And obviously, if it wasn't for people like Astradyne and Steve 007 Smith, his mystery packages too, you know, which is keeping this whole buzz, that mystery of what's inside the box. And I love it. I genuinely love it. I can't wait to watch that, actually. We've still got time tonight to watch this. At the time of this recording, it's a Wednesday night, and it's been a week of... It's not been a good week, I'll be honest. It's not been a good week. Yours truly is learning an entirely new job, and it is taking its toll. But enough of that reality, because who cares about that when we've got stuff like this and stuff like this guy here. Where's that button again? Stuff like this. You know, you should have put Mrs Kilt-Man on this, because that's coming to bed later. It is. That's going to be beside my side of the bed. That'll be there, and I'll just be like that, watching all night long. It moved! It moved! It looked at me! Its tail swished! You know. Oh, he likes you, Burke. So folks, anyway, in the meantime and in between time, take it easy.